Hello everyone, welcome back to Apollo Art Analysis. Today we're going to be looking at a piece by the artist Sasha Mio. She does a lot of different cartoon styles, kind of like an anime influences as well. And I really found some interesting lessons on this piece, so I wanted to share it with you guys and see what we can learn today. So let's jump right into it. So in our initial introduction, we're obviously met with this body portraiture, right? She's not looking directly at us, but she's looking kind of past us. And there's a slight curve. We have the side profile of the body, which gives that sense of almost full body portraiture. It does cut off around the knees there, but in our initial introduction, she commands the center of this region of the spatial composition. And of course, when an element of a piece of art is at the center, it's always emphasizing itself to the highest degree. It's capturing your attention and it's commanding it with absolute ease as well. So this body portraiture is really what sets the piece in motion, and you see this vertical canvas is really what gives that vertical sense and gives that unique sense of body portraiture and gives us that perspective view as well. So notice the light on the dark on light contrast here, and I see. I don't want to go into this too much, but I feel kind of like a gothic aesthetic here. You know, you have the darker clothing, you have the darker hair, even all black eyes there, but it's really incredible because it's such a dark aesthetic, and this dark on light aesthetic is exactly what contrasts and emphasizes the form of the girl as well. So I think that's important to note, kind of like these gothic themes here, but this dark on light contrast is what is defining the silhouette, defining the form of the girl against the spatial composition. Notice the cartoon style within this piece. You know, we have really sharp cut forms and these kind of fall off there, but those sharp forms are also combined with the natural curve of the body, right? And so those are really important as well. It gives a unique juxtaposition where you have the curve of the body, but there's also this sharp hair, sharp eyes, sharp facial features as well. Simple triangular nose, but it's incredible because it still captures exactly what she's trying to convey, which is the form of a kind of simplified cartoon girl. So I think that that's achieved with a really, really successful degree. So notice the kind of water textures here. So you see what we assume is that she's sitting on the side of a pool. Let's say the pool is, somewhere around here. We have she's putting her legs into the pool, and that appears to send these waves, which we can see in the back region of the spatial composition, and those are the reflection of the water. That gives a really unique aesthetic. It also implies a sense of motion. We know exactly what that looks like if you see in the reflection of the pool, that shimmer, that kind of movement, that flow with the pool itself, and some incredible colors as well. It's almost reminiscent of kind of the Aurora Borealis. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but the Northern Lights. The Northern Lights are absolutely incredible, and I really get that sense there with this blue-green kind of the wave form that comes from the water as well. She is wearing a swimsuit, so that also implies that she's next to some type of water as well. So I think that those are really important to note. It is kind of like a swimsuit body portraiture, but there's also the sense of reflecting water in the background there. So I think that's all important to note whenever taking a look at this piece. So, of course, she is a female. We have this long hair. The breast is defined, the accentuated form as well. Those are all really important to note. And the feminine in art has always been kind of like a divine femininity. Of course, females and males together are what create life, but females get pregnant, and that is the source of life as well. So there's a sense of divine femininity within this piece as well, just by the depiction of the female form and the female in general. So I think those are also really important to note as well. Finally, we're going to talk about the influences of glitch art, which we see, and the most obvious sense that we see are these kind of little screen tears here, right? And they're distributed around the form of the girl, across the arm, behind her as well, even above her head. So these are all distributed, and it gives, personally, I think this does give the sense of motion as well, because it gives this dynamic feeling as if the screen is glitching and morphing and changing before our eyes, even though it is a static image. So there's a really unique illusion created by that, in my opinion. So glitch art originated whenever we glitch art originally originated. So the origin of glitch art was whenever we first saw screens, whether it's hardware or software malfunctioning, and that resulted in like a screen tear or a broken screen or kind of misplaced pixels, for example, which is what we see here, the misplaced pixels. And that originally caused a source of anxiety because whenever your hardware, your software is malfunctioning, your heart start beating. You're like, why is my stuff breaking, right? But the original glitch artists took that chaos and they turned it into kind of a form of order. Now we're able to replicate glitches in an artistic setting, and we've showcased a lot of different glitch art. We have a glitch art gallery actually coming soon for release, so that's important to note. But glitch art is really, really important to the 2010s and beyond because we're taking what was once super anxious of our screens breaking, and we're now kind of recreating that in a controlled environment. So we see that here as well, and we see that everywhere from the misplaced pixels to kind of this multicolored, multi-layered, three-dimensional effect around the form silhouette of the girl as well. That also gives a sense of motion. It gives a dynamic form, and it really adds a lot of character to this piece and a lot of vibrancy as well. So I think those are always really important to note whenever we're taking a look at this piece. So we are going to look at some of Sasha Mio's other art, and we'll see what we can learn. All right. So here's Sasha Mio's page. This page. As you know, she's a digital artist. We have Sasha Mio, about 1,000 followers. So Apollo context, she would be an established artist. 50,000 and above are going to be our prestige artists. So definitely an established artist working her way towards a king. But you look at her art, and God, it's absolutely incredible. You see this cartoon aspect. She really likes drawing the feminine form, so there's a lot of different characters and just incredible diverse style. We have these, say, kind of a science fiction-esque, model-esque piece here, but over here, we have science fiction here. We have simple character drawing. From Man series, for example, such here, it's incredible. She's good at creating that cartoon and that classic style. So always really important to note. Of course, here's showcasing today. Such incredible style from this artist. I really love the color, really kind of aesthetic that you see in some as well. Here's a. I won't go through it. I'll let you guys check out that yourselves. Enjoy. I really wanted to teach a bit on the influences of glitch art, even though it is minor within this piece. It really does draw that. It might be a minor aspect of this piece, but it really, really characterizes this work because we have that multi-layered effect on the form silhouette of the girl, and then we also have these mixing pixels, which feel like a screen tear. So those all give this really dynamic sense of motion, whether it's right here of the waves of the reflected water, whether it's her multi-layered form, whether it's the mixing pixels, those all give a really, really unique sense of motion. So I wanted to share that with you guys today. Talked a little bit about the feminine form, the divine feminine form in art. We talked a little bit about our cartoon style, also the gothic aesthetic of the contrast of this dark on light aesthetic, the stunning amount of blue within this piece. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned a little bit. Check out some of Sasha Mio's other pieces. She's moving her way to 50K followers sooner than you know it. And I just hope you guys enjoyed this piece. It's incredible work. Even though these are these sharp, simple geometric forms, it's quite easy to tell what she's trying to create here. So that really proves her ability as an artist, as a cartoon artist, and everything in between. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. My name is Apollo. This is Apollo Art Analysis, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you'd like to support our work directly, please check out our Apollo community tokens. Apollo Art Exchange is an ecosystem of art appreciation which elevates artists each and every day. Thanks for listening.